Good morning, Ohoyo gozaimasu. This is Allie Alberigo, and I'm here to talk to you about something that came into my mind early this morning as I was driving my daughter to school. I thought about my book, 21st Century Ninjutsu, and first of all, I want to thank those out there, Rick and the guys from some of the other YouTube sites that are actually talking about my book and giving it high regards. So thank you very much for that, and I'm glad. Nothing is better than a writer hearing that what they wrote is interesting to others, because after all, that's what it's all about. I want to talk to you about what I have in my book on, it's basically Seishin Teki Kyoyo, the spiritual refinement of an individual. I'm going to read the first paragraph here. It says, every martial art has its own form of spiritual refinement. The thing that makes ninjutsu so special is its level of spiritual development. One may attribute the word ninpo as a higher spiritual level of ninjutsu. This word is this art that must be taught with the greatest of care. If a person develops their physical techniques, the ninjutsu, and does not develop their spiritual side, the ninpo, then this art can become very dangerous. The level of taijutsu taught is very dangerous, and unless practiced with a pure heart, it's made to injure and kill someone. So you have to have the right mentality as a ninjutsu and ninpo practitioner. Anyway, I want to talk to you about martial arts in general and what's a phenomenon that goes in my school. You know, we have a very rigorous training process. Of course, through the trials and tribulations, blood, sweat, tears, physical training, students make one of two decisions. They either stick with the style, no matter how frustrated they become or how burnt out or, tired they are, and they stay with it because it's become a part of their life, or they realize that it's good for them, as if they were to take vitamins. You don't take a vitamin to cure an illness, you take a vitamin to prevent one, keeping your body healthy. Well, the martial arts is no different. Anyway, the other phenomenon is when a student starts to become frustrated, they start to look for excuses to mentally justify why it's okay to leave or quit or stop training. And they may say things like this, and burnout manifests itself in many different ways. And they may say things like, Kyoshi Allie is too tough on me, or Kyoshi's not teaching enough classes, or this guy's doing that, or I don't like it when the other students make noise in class. These kids are too immature. And I find that to be, interesting, because really they're not doing anything other than pointing the finger outward. And really, just like in the Buddhist saying is, in order to find the answers, point the finger inward. You have to find out why you're there to begin with, what the reason is that you train, why you do what you do, and do it just for you. Every day, every single day, no matter whether you're in the dojo or your world is the dojo, every single day is a day for you to step forward just a little bit more and better at becoming a better person. And to me, the martial arts are amazing, but I have to tell you, the martial arts without the mental and spiritual side are basically valueless. And I'll tell you why. A fighter that can fight and get in the ring and is a tough individual will be defeated both mentally and physically if he doesn't have that spiritual and strong spiritual and mental background, right? Think about this. A guy gets hit in the face. One who knows how to handle this, who is always used to fighting through things, may just stay there, may fall down and get back up, may fight through the pain and the injury, while the other person who doesn't have that spiritual refinement will just lay down in the fetal position and quit. I've seen this happen thousands upon thousands of times with my students, people of unbelievable talent that have quit because they just didn't realize what was in front of them. They didn't understand. They were not at the level of spiritual and mental refinement where they could push themselves past the obstacle that sat in front of them. Look at it like as if they was a wall, and they say to themselves, like, they run up and they find this wall, and they say, there's no way I'm going to climb to the top of that wall. There's just absolutely no way, and they're just fixated on the wall. All they're thinking about is the obstacle, and then they eventually get defeated, turn around and walk away, when they don't realize that if they would have walked at least 20 foot to the left or 20 foot to the right, the wall stopped, and they could walk right around. They didn't even need to climb. All they had to do was analyze their situation and review what was going on around them and think clearly so that they could go overcome this obstacle. So anyway, that's my little quick message of the day on spiritual refinement. This is what we teach in my school of 21st Century Ninjutsu, and we also, it's in my book, The 21st Century Ninjutsu, A Warrior's Way of Life. Okay, so if you're interested in checking it out, you could get it on atouchofzen.com. Thanks so much for listening, and I'm honored that you're here with me on YouTube or on my website or any of my other networks on the social media marketplace. So thanks, and pass the word on about our site and the YouTube page so that we can get more members, and hopefully these messages will help people and make their lives better. Thanks. Arigatou gozaimasu.